Hello. I'm back from the beach, and as you can tell, I have a little bit of a sunburn. So I am going to be turning 21 this October. And I've never been one of those people who doesn't look forward to their birthday. I've always been someone who loves my birthday. It's one of my favorite times. It's my birthday. I love celebrating it. I love feeling around it, and I've just always had good experiences with it. This is the first time where I really feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be turning 21. The first time I've ever experienced that. I might have had it a little bit when turning 19. I don't think I really did when turning 20. I thought that was pretty cool. But 21 is this time where you're supposed to be considered technically an adult where I live. You've reached that point. You're 21. You know, you officially can drink alcohol and whatever. But it's that time where legally you've really become an adult. And I think why it bothers me is because I had an idea when I was younger that by the time I was 21, there'd be so many things I would be doing, and I would be so free and so just manifesting amazing things in my life. But I think the main thing that I was looking for when I turned 21 is that I would understand things so much better than I did when I was 16. And I understood things. I asked a lot of existential kind of questions at that age, and I thought deeply and, you know, had a lot of different answers and ideas about the universe. I liked quantum theory and delving into these big questions of life. So I think that as I got older, I expected myself to understand more and more and to feel more wise, I guess. But the funny thing is that I actually started feeling more and more like I didn't understand life. Realizing that there was so much that I didn't understand. There was still so much that I was uncertain about, even with myself. And I hear, like, when I talk to adults now, I realize that they feel the same way a lot of times. They have ideas about how the world works, and they've seen things from personal experience, but most of them do not feel like they have the whole universe figured out. And I think, actually, part of growing up, for me anyways, is realizing that I don't have all the answers. That is a maturity in of itself, is to realize how much I don't know. And that, for one, I may believe in something because I've had experiences or because it seems true to me, but I don't truly know if that is true or not. Now, one thing that I will say, I don't need proof for someone to tell me that I love someone. I don't need proof for that. I don't need proof for certain things that I believe in. When I think about that, it helps me to understand that, okay, so I don't have all the answers. And I'm less confident of knowing the universe than I was when I was 16 and I had all these amazing answers coming. But now here I am. Here I am. The decisions are truly on my shoulder. Here I am. I'm deciding what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. And there's that uncertainty. There's that feeling of, oh, I don't understand things, and I'm turning 21, and how is this even possible that I'm turning 21 and I don't feel like I have everything figured out? And I'm like, yes, I really am turning 21. And I think I'm doing good. I think I'm actually doing well, because knowing that I don't truly understand everything is sometimes a big step, especially for someone who thinks a lot and who considers a lot and asks existential type questions and is trying to understand the universe. You know, the fact that I am in this state where I realize that, you know, you can't figure everything all out, but I'm able to now also see that sometimes you believe in things because it gives you strength. You believe in things because it matters to you. Like, I love someone, so I want to treat them well, so I want to do my best, blah, 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 etc. It's the same kind of thing. If you, like me, I've had this sense of kind of feeling like I'm spread out, or like I don't really know what I believe, so how do I like have a foundation? And I do, for the most part, have that, but there are still those days where I feel kind of like I'm getting blown with the wind, like my different feelings determining where I'm going to be at. But because I don't want to claim that I know something to be true if I don't actually know that, but I'm starting to realize, is there ever really going to be a time where I can claim 100% that I know something is true? Even saying I love someone, you might be able to scientifically prove what that is, or prove it false, or whatnot, what have you. So if something strengthens me, I can always adjust it. Ideas can be adjusted. But if I need a foundation, then that is okay. And there may actually be some real truth to it that is useful to me in my world. And I'm starting to think that this world is less of this finite universe and more of one where what you believe literally creates that world for you, literally creates that existence for you. So it's kind of like we're these creator beings, and we're here to learn how to create. And it is scary because, you know, when you're given this big canvas and no one is telling you, now you have to do this and this, you can actually do whatever you want. There's no right or wrong. You can create anything. We're the ones who set up the rules for it. We're the ones who decide that, you know, this makes gosh, words are totally falling out of my mind, but I can't find them. Different types of art, you know, like for some reason, like traditional art, kind of more eclectic art, just raw, traditional, eclectic, watercolors, whatever. I'm not, for some reason my brain is not really working, but these different types of art, we created the rules for them. So it's kind of similar in our own life. We create these rules for ourselves. And when we create these rules for ourselves, then, you know, we can follow that. But we created them. And it's a similar kind of thing, I think, with art and life and how we live our lives. But the beauty of it, when you think of it as art, is that you can create what you choose to create. And you don't have to create something that doesn't empower you. You don't have to choose to believe the thoughts which are making you scared, the thoughts which are hurting you. You can choose to believe that you are loved and that you are safe. And even if you don't think that you're actually safe, you can believe that, and you can have that as a foundation. And you can feel inside of yourself moving back to this safe place. You can think back on times when you did feel safe. Like maybe even far back to when you were in your mother's womb, when you were being taken care of by someone else. Go back to that feeling. Go back to that feeling of when you were being held in your lover's arms. Go back to that feeling. And that can be a foundation for you. You can have these places inside of you as foundations. And you simply believe in them because they give you strength. And yes, you are smart. You know that the world, that while this may be true for you, it may not be true for someone else, and it may not be the ultimate truth. And you want to have a sharp mind. You want to think about things. You don't want to just believe in something simply because, it makes you feel good. You want to be able to have discernment. You want to be able to be honest with yourself and truthful with yourself so you can grow and you can be the best possible person that you can be. But you remember that if you stay in a state of not knowing what you believe, there's this sense of anxiety. There's a sense of being blown with the wind. So if the world becomes too big to you, if it becomes too complicated, make it small. Make it simple. Find that space. Thank you.